Chief Meteorologist Derek Beasley.
It was a weekend to stay by some water. It was so hot.
Okay. Man, you warned us on that 7 day. You had flames coming up.
And
every time I walked outside, I was like, there's the flames. I'm feeling it, Derek.
It kind of reminds me of the old Burger King commercial that had like the...
That's right. Yeah, you're right.
But anyway, I tell you what, it certainly was the hottest weather we've seen perhaps in 3 years. I think the last time we were this hot was 2011, where we had a stretch in June where we got close to 100 degrees, if not above that. But again, it looks like as we go through the next few days, things are going to be changing for us for the better. You probably noticed that today. Temperatures barely reaching the 90-degree mark in some areas this afternoon with some cloud cover and some showers and storms that have popped up. Looking at Mobile proper, really nothing going on here. We've had an easterly wind throughout the day, and that has kind of ramped up the rip current risk at the area beaches. We expect that to continue tonight and tomorrow. Notice most of the rain, though, is west of our region across Louisiana and Mississippi, and we expect that to remain the case here through this evening and tonight. Currently 91 in Mobile, 86 Pensacola. Feels like right around 100. This is not bad at all because the heat index was approaching 115 at times this weekend in some areas. So it's a marked improvement from what we had over the weekend. Forecast through midnight, though, calls for a partly cloudy to mostly clear sky. Temperatures falling back into the 70s, even some 60s in some areas overnight tonight. All courtesy of an easterly wind that's been bringing some dry air in from the east coast of the United States. The reason why? We have Tropical Storm Cristobal, which is in the southeast Bahamas. That combined with an area of high pressure over the Atlantic, the gradient or the change in pressure in between those two systems is creating this funneling type effect and getting these easterly winds to kind of push that rain out to the west and bring some drier air into the region here overnight tonight and tomorrow. You will notice a difference in the humidity here for tonight and tomorrow. As those winds continue to blow out of the east here for tonight, tomorrow, more sunshine. Chance for rain tomorrow about 0%. So we're not expecting any rain for Tuesday. A chance for rain for the rest of the week is going to be relatively low. We don't really expect the rain chances to start ramping back up until the weekend, unfortunately. Yes, just in time for the holiday weekend. We are expecting some storms around, along with the humidity. But again, it doesn't look like a washout, just getting back to that typical pattern where we have these storms popping up all over the place. Speaking of Cristobal, there it is right there. You can see us across the southeast Bahamas. It's having to deal with a little wind shear, but it is beginning to pull away from the Bahamas right now. Max of sustained winds at 60, and we're expecting it to continue out into the open Atlantic, potentially intensifying into a strong tropical storm here, but we don't expect it to get much stronger than what it is right now. But these things do have a tendency to do what they want to do, so it very well could become a hurricane as it moves out in the Atlantic. But either way you look at it, it won't be affecting the eastern portions of the United States. Here's a look at your forecast for tomorrow. Mixture of cloud and sunshine, rain-free. Temperatures not bad, right around 90 degrees. It's not too often you'll be able to say that 90 is actually not too bad. Beach forecast, rip current risk is elevated again tomorrow, so just keep in mind the flags are likely going to be red again for tomorrow at the area beaches, and the surf is going to be running about 3 feet or higher tomorrow afternoon. 7-day forecast. Highs around 90, lows around 70. You don't have any 98s and 99s on there this time. So right around 90 where we should be for this time of year. And notice the rain chances pick back up here later in the weekend into next week. Right now it does not look like a washout for the holiday weekend. Just a few splash and dash storms around.
Man, I tell you, I did spend some time outside working the last 2 or 3 days. And this morning felt like a breath of fresh air.
It's
you could
amazing.
Finally breathe, you know?
It really, it's amazing what a difference between a few hours will make. Because last night it was still blazing hot. You wake up this morning, that refreshing east breeze.
It was nice. All right, Derek, thanks.
Yeah.
Hey,